In America, we sometimes take our freedom and human rights for granted, but in other places of the world, people are not as fortunate. For almost a year, the residents of Hong Kong have been fighting for their rights after the Chinese government tried to introduce an extradition bill which would allow Hong Kong citizens to be extradited to mainland China for things against the law in mainland China. Not only would the passing of this bill have been unfair to Hong Kong citizens, as it would have meant unfair trials and treatment, but it would have been the start of China gaining more influence over Hong Kong, which could be used to target activists and journalists that disagree with the Chinese government. Out of the proposal of this bill, the Hong Kong protest started. While initially a reaction to the extradition bill, the protesters soon came up with their 5 demands in order for the protesting to end. 1. The withdrawal of the extradition bill. 2. An independent commission of inquiry into alleged police brutality. 3. Retraction of the classification of protesters as rioters. 4. Amnesty for arrested protesters. And 5. Dual universal suffrage, meaning for both the Legislative Council and the Chief Executive. While the U.S. has already passed a bill which will check that human rights in Hong Kong are being respected in order for Hong Kong to maintain their special economic status with the U.S., and another bill which bans the sale of munitions like tear gas and rubber bullets to the Hong Kong police, the fight is far from over. Now more than ever with the COVID-19 crisis, it is important to keep spreading the message of the Hong Kong protests. The Chinese government is using the crisis to their advantage in Hong Kong, having just last week arrested 14 pro-democratic Hong Kong politicians in just one morning. We cannot turn a blind eye to the Chinese government now more than ever. While there isn't a ton that Americans can do from abroad, it's important to spread awareness of this issue, with social media hashtags like #StandWithHongKong, #FreeHongKong, and #DemocracyNow. An attack of the democracy and human rights of some is an attack on all of us.